demonstration about a lesson that we've created to help students build their vocabularies. It's super easy to implement into your classroom setting, and our rationale behind it is just that there's a really strong correlation between a child's strength of vocabulary and their strength of reading comprehension. So the most important thing about reading is to understand what you're reading. So if vocabulary helps with that, we think that this activity could be really powerful. And we've seen that evidenced in research done by Graves in the BPLI text we were provided. So now I'm just going to go into a brief demonstration or modeling of the activity. So what I have in my hands here are index cards. And on some of the index cards, there's a word in big print, and then a picture and an arrow that's describing the picture with the word. This is just for children who are more visual, or maybe they're English language learners and don't have this word yet. It will help them understand what it's talking about and give them an idea of the definition. The second set of words or cards have a definition on one side and then the actual definition on the other. So, for example, a bench is a long seat for several persons, so they would have the definitions on this side. And in this activity, what I'm going to demonstrate with Valerie is me passing out cards. So I'll pass them out to my whole class. Some children would have the definition cards, and some children would have these cards with the pictures on it. And what their job is to do is to match up with their partner. So if someone had the definition for bench, they would look for their partner who has the picture of the bench and the word bench on their card. And the point of this activity is just to get them familiar with the word. They'll have a visual of it, they'll have the definition of it, and they'll know what it looks like for when they're writing later, because they're going to be implementing that as a part of their assessment. So right now we're going to go into some, that was my modeling on how to do it, and now we're going to do a guided practice. And that just means that I'm going to be helping Valerie through it. She's not going to be thrown to the wolves and doing it on her own. I'm going to be making sure she's comprehending so that she implements it correctly and doesn't learn bad habits. So I'm going to pass out one card to Valerie. She got the definition card, and I have the picture. So I'm her partner, and we're looking around the rooms, but right now I'll just be her teacher. So Valerie, what's on your card? Think of radio. Do you remember what this means?
Oh, radiating.
Radiating or reflecting.
Reflecting. Radiating or reflecting light.
That's kind of a lot of big words. Think of when you're looking in a mirror and you see a reflection. What does that mean?
My reflection?
So you see a picture of yourself. So you see another image of it. So this is the definition for a word. And now I'm going to play your partner who has this picture. And I'm trying to figure out how it relates to that.
Oh, okay.
So, radiating or reflecting light. What's something that gives us light?
The sun?
Yeah. And in my picture, there's the sun.
Oh, okay.
And the word we're talking about is bright. Bright is a word that describes the sun.
That rhymes with light.
Oh, it does. So what we're going to do right now, class, is you're all going to get your cards, and you're going to work hard with each other to go around the room and have a conversation like me and Valerie just did. You're going to look at your definition and look at people's pictures to see if there's any clues that I left you in the pictures to indicate which partner you should be with. So now you're going to go into your independent practice, and I'm going to kind of see if you guys are getting it. And so now you're doing independent practice, and I'm going around to groups and I'm helping them with words they might not understand in their definitions. Some of the definitions are pretty complicated. I saw mollusk on one of the definitions, even from a children's dictionary. So I would go up to that group and make sure that they were understanding the meaning behind that, so they weren't stuck. And I would also check for if it was correct. And after helping them through that activity, we'd go into our assessment. And that just would be, I would dismiss them to go back to their seats, and they would do a journal writing. Right now we're working on adjectives, and all of the words that are on the cards are adjectives. So bright is an adjective that describes the sun. And so they would go back and they would use up to at least 3 adjectives in their journal writing to describe what they're writing about. And that's how they're implementing activity, and then I'll collect the journals to check for their